Hello everyone, and this is the deck review for the Botched Tarots. You guys, this is a Los Carabios production. This is the last deck that I have to review to bring myself up to speed with all of my decks reviews before I start purchasing decks again. I'm so very happy with the fact that I'm finally done with my deck reviews as far as like bringing them up to speed. So I have about a month of deck reviews to give you guys, or possibly more, and then I'll give you guys like more videos, weeklies, etc. So anyway, look, this is a deck review of a beautiful deck, Los Carabios production. Not a lot of Los Carabios productions are productions that are hit. It's like either a hit or a miss. There's like never in between me and Los Carabios. But this deck is the Botched Tarots, and I'm not quite sure why it's the Tarots as opposed to Botched Tarot. But this is the little pamphlet that it comes with. Excuse me. I just burped. These are the backs. The back is not my favorite thing. It's like a collage of a spread of some sort. I think that the illustrator of the cards gave somebody a reading, or is giving us a reading, and put it in the back of the cards. I've never tried to look for these cards and then like give myself a reading to see what the message is, even though it's just so many other ways that they could have done that if that was the case. But I mean, I guess it just looks like it's a 12 card spread, maybe like a yearly spread or something, and it just gives us messages in each card. So maybe I'll try that somewhere in the future, somewhere in the very long distant future. Okay, so the artwork is not your contemporary artwork, you guys. It is a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. You can read it upright and in reverse. It has different languages, as always. Los Carabios never just creates cards with just one language, which is the reason why I love them, because they're very diverse. However, not all the artwork for all of their decks resonates with me. This resonates with me a lot because it's like a distant world, inner world type of a place where animals and humans both have human characteristics. They all wear clothes, but it reminds me very much of a colorful Beetlejuice movie. Like, have you ever seen the Beetlejuice? Like Beetlejuice, like the old Beetlejuice, and it's kind of like black and white, tints of color, but for the most part the colors are not so great, I guess because they didn't have HD back then. But the way that they changed their faces kind of like reminds me of these figures, of these people. So it's just a reminder of that like otherworldly, on the other side type of a feeling. This deck has a lot of esoteric symbolism, if you can catch it, if you understand that they're there. But for the most part, most of the deck also has very close imagery to what the Rider-Waite-Smith system is. If you do not like nudity, do not purchase the deck. What else can I say? It's also very accurate. Oh my god, it's like disgustingly accurate. You can use it for any reading, and I repeat, any reading. Not everyone's gonna resonate with the figures, the people, because they're a little ugly. They're not the cutest thing on the planet. But I very rarely get clients that nag about, oh, the cards that you use, they're hideous or something. They're just, all they care about is like the message. I feel like the cards and the pictures is an extra oomph to the reading and to the display of the reading. But it's definitely otherworldly. I also feel like these are the images that somebody would see if they're going through some sort of like psychedelic experience, or would people that are like that are schizophrenic. I feel like this is kind of like the people and the figures that they see, which it just tells me like, look, having schizophrenia or having any mental disorder, it does not mean that you're crazy. It just means that your senses are heightened, and it's up to you, and of course the medication that you're prescribed, to be able to handle the heightenedness of your emotions and the heightenedness of or the maintenance and the height of your heightened senses. I feel like these are the characters that they would see, which will be scary as shit. Because if you cannot control your mind and you cannot control what you're seeing, it's going to be very much real to you. So I feel like maybe the author or the illustrator of this deck is probably one of those people that had a either a dream or some sort of like psychedelic experience and then created an entire deck out of it, which is beautiful. Actually it's actually something to respect. So if you can get your hands on this deck, please do so, unless the images are too scary for you. Again, you can read the deck upright and in reverse. You guys can shuffle the cards beautifully. That's one thing about Los Caraballos decks, that the shuffling is never an issue. Even though their card stock is not the bestest, it's not the greatest, but who cares? As long as you can give people the message, it's not something that will make or break me. I have beautiful decks like the Mariel Tarot that have horrible card stock, and it's one of the best decks in my collection, so it really doesn't matter. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, that you can possibly get this deck into your collection, that it doesn't scare you, that you see other worlds, that it connects you to other worlds, and most importantly, that it connects the message for you and your Quirons. So I hope you guys have a great day wherever you guys are, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.